So what we have today is we have the PHI Pilot Program 90-degree grip. We're putting that on today, testing that out at some point. We also have the X Pro safety selector switches. Come in this really clean, nice looking plastic mold, ambidextrous. And then we have the E.M.R. enhanced magazine release. Comes in this really clean, nice looking little box. Another one. X Pro on there. Looks really good. I think it's sound. Open it up. There we go. All right, so I'm going to start throwing these on the rifle, doing a quick walkthrough. I have already removed the pins on my safety selector switch just because I know it adds a lot more time and finickiness. So here we go. All right, so first off, we're going to want to remove the safety selector switches. We're going to use a punch pin to punch through here. I've already done this just so that I didn't have to deal with the extra work. So let's get to this. You want to punch that one through. You want to do the back side. To working on this and get to removing the parts. So what you want to do is you want to pop off your selector switch, drive your pin out from here, this direction. That way it comes out over here. Make sure that when you tap that last section out, it doesn't blow it out past your rifle and you lose your pin. Remove your bolt. You don't have to take your scope off in order to get this out. I know that it's shown with the scope being removed that way, but I found that a really thin 90-degree Allen wrench will get in there and pop it out. So we have to take this screw on the bottom here, this one in the back out. Do that now. All right, now we need to pop this pin. Now, just for the sake of ease, I am going to take this off so it's better viewable, better to be viewed, but you don't need to take this off. There's a little slot down here that I want to show you, but you can't see with the scope on. All right, here we are. See if I can get this into focus. There's a little hole right there, and you want to slide your Allen in. And I am using, I think it's an 1/8 inch Allen. You're gonna feel some springiness, resistance there. You're gonna push that all the way down. Make sure you push your trigger back. Make sure it's on fire. Push your trigger back. And push down on that pin. And then you can slide it right out. Bam. Couple very easy small parts, and then that's completely removed. from the cross. Set that off to the side. Okay, now we're down to the trigger assembly. And what we have here is a spring. There's a spring that goes in here with a ball bearing. Make sure you don't lose that. They go right here in this section. Come in from the top. Don't want to lose that ball, it'll fall out, you'll lose the spring. And then we need to punch out, you'll lose the spring. And then we need to punch out this pin right there. Let's see if we can do it with just, okay. So what I realized taking this apart is that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 floating pins in this, everyone. 6 floating pins. And when you're tapping out your initial pin for removing the magazine release, those pins can just pop out. So my suggestion is to take some blue tape, the Wonder here, not duct tape today, blue tape, and just tape them. So that way you don't lose them when they pop out, because they'll pop out. I just had one pop out. All right, I've got my set hammer, brought it back, get it started. I've already got the spring in there. I don't know if you can get the lighting to see that. I've already put the spring and the mag release in. Now it's just getting them to line up correctly. I'm going to use the other side to ensure that I get it lined up correctly. Should just tap right in just like that. There we go. There's the new magazine release. A little stiffer, but let's see how that works. Pull our blue tape off. All of our pins are still in the right spots. Yeah, everything's still there. New pins in. Gonna take the old ones, put them back in the X Pro case, which I think is just fabulous for this. You can keep it for a rainy day in case something goes wrong one day. Nope, it fits. Put your spring in there, put it back in the box. Put it back in the box. Rainy day. All right, so now here we are putting this thing back together. So first off, what we have to do is, the spring fell out. Obviously, the blue tape wasn't there. So we're gonna put that spring back in. There's a bearing that has to go into it, which I have here. Here's our bearing. We're gonna pop that right into that little hole there. Now, the problem with this is that the rifle has to be at 90 degrees or else it'll roll out all the way back inside the bottom of the rifle. So we want to stand it up on end and insert the trigger housing right back up into there. All the way. Just like so. Okay. Now, line it all up. You're gonna feel the pin slide forward and hit the spring. You're gonna feel it hit the spring. It's not gonna be hard, it's gonna be spongy. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take something really thin, very small Allen, really small flathead. I got a flathead over here I might try. You're just gonna pull that bearing down and slide it in. You're gonna feel it pop over. that one's too big. This one's perfect. Bam, just like that. Flathead screwdriver. Okay, now that that's in there, you got your pin holding it there, your tension pin holding it there. We're gonna thread in the back screw. Yeah, I've been asked about this, but I am big on fingernail polish over Loctite, and the reason why, it's just cheap and it works, and in a pinch you do not have to worry about it bonding or binding the threads. So pink for pretty, I'm gonna call it that. I don't necessarily care what color it is as long as it works. Okay everyone, we're gonna put the safety selector switch back in, safety selector pin back in. You're still gonna have to push that down. So you can come in from the top again, push it down, just like so. Make sure that you have the hooked end, which has got this triple, you can see it right there. Got like 2 concaved areas and a hook that goes out on the right side. That one's down, and you push this one down, and bam, you're in, just like that. Can be a little difficult, but I don't think it's too bad. And then safety selector switch is good, everything's moving right. All right, let's drop some pins back in here. All right, there we go. Selector switches are in. All right, let's go back to the handle here.
Alright everyone, that's about it for this video. I am really happy with these made X Pro parts. They were sent to me, as a disclaimer, for free, and I am testing them and I am doing the video on them. But they were sent to me for free. The assembly went as expected. There's no issues with assembly as long as you follow the instructions for doing it. And I really like the mag release and the safety selector switches. They really are an improvement on this particular rifle, and I can't wait to see how they actually work out in the field when I go out and do a demo on them. They are coming out with a stock called the APS stock, which is the Adaptive Precision stock. They are taking pre-orders on that right now. I'm hoping to get one in the next month and a half, but if anything is as close to tolerances or fit and finish as what I've already received, I'm going to be really happy when that comes in. So until next time, appreciate it. Have a good day, and we'll see you out at field testing for these products. Thanks again.